Hey guys, good morning and welcome to another video for this week. If you guys have not already subscribed, click on the link below, get subscribed. Make sure you also turn on your notifications bell, that way you will never miss an upload. I will be uploading 2 videos every single week and I hope you find them very useful. Okay, so what we're going to talk about this week is what should you be doing during the coronavirus lockdown. Now, you have 2 choices. You can use this time wisely or you can use this time to sit on your ass and watch Netflix. Your choice, right? But all I know is that those people that use this time wisely will come out of it stronger, they will come out of it wealthier, they will come out of it ready to hit the ground running and actually start their business or continue their business with the maximum wealth, the maximum knowledge and the maximum action. So what I'll say is don't just sit on your ass for the next 6, 7 weeks, 8 weeks, 2 months, 3 months, however long, who knows, watching TV, saying, oh, I can't be bothered, being all mopey down in the dumps. Just get up, get on with it, suck it up, use this as an advantage. Like, we all complain we don't have enough time in the world. Everyone always complains, I haven't got enough time to do this, haven't got enough time to do that. Well, you cannot complain at the minute you have not got enough time, because you have got plenty of time. So at the minute, you should be maximizing your skill set, you should be increasing your knowledge, you should be reading as much as possible, you should be doing all the little things that you keep putting off in your day-to-day life. Now is the time. Don't let people tell you otherwise. Now is the time. Because I know that if you use this time wisely, when you come out of this, you will be in a far better place. So here are the things that I think you should be doing at the minute to maximize your skill set and to continue to grow your business or even start your business. Number 1, you should be learning some new skills. Make sure that whatever you're doing at the minute, you're educating and you're learning. Now that can be anything really, anything that you're weak at, anything you're not great at or you lack. Make sure you're increasing your knowledge base on that, whatever it may be. So at the minute, I suck at video editing, I suck at creativity, I suck at animation, I suck at artwork, all that sort of stuff. So I'm doing like a little home study course that I can do over 4 weeks, all about Photoshop, how to use Photoshop correctly to do artwork and things like that, and how to edit little videos, not on Photoshop, but how to edit little videos on iMovies and things like that. So I'm doing a little home study course on graphics and editing, which is going to take 4 weeks. And it consists of 8 one-hour videos. So it was about £50 and it's worth every single penny. So I'm doing that. I'm also reading as many books as possible to expand my knowledge that way. But what I'd say is anything you're going to be doing, make sure you can do it from home, make sure you can do it quickly. So it's not a case of it's a 3-year syllabus. It can be a syllabus that you can do at your pace. So if you wanna like sort of binge learn, you can binge learn. It's not one of these webinars it's not like a home study course that gets released 1 episode every 3 weeks or every month or something like that. So make sure it's something that you can learn quickly, you can learn at home, you can learn at your pace. And it's something that you want to use for your business going forward. I think, look, ideas, anything that's creative, anything that's web-based, anything that's like photography-based, anything that's website coding, website building, and marketing. Marketing is really important. I think what we're going to see on the outside of lockdown is the people that are going to do well are the people that focus on marketing and the people that focus on sales. Like, you're going to have to get good at selling because companies need revenue. Revenue pays wages, pays taxes, pays bills. Selling is one of the best skills you can ever develop. So I would use this opportunity to learn as much about marketing and about selling, because then if you get them 2 right, you're mate. I'm telling you now, you're mate. So that's number 1, learn some new skills and do as much as you can to develop your business or even to start your business, but learn whatever skills you need to do to develop that. Number 2, this is for the property people that are watching this. Everyone tells me that, Alasdair, I can't find an area. They all say, Alasdair, what area is best? Now the reason I know what areas are good is because I've done extensive due diligence on these areas. I've spent a lot of time researching these areas. So what you should be doing at the minute is whatever area you're looking at, wherever it be, Manchester, Preston, Blackburn, Blackpool, London, Stafford, I don't know, Brighton, Portsmouth, Southampton, doesn't matter where it is, you should be doing as much due diligence on that area and noting it all down, building some files about it, as much due diligence on that area as you possibly can from home. And I'm talking about extensive due diligence. What's happening in the area today? What's happening in the area for next month? What's planned in the next 5 years? What's coming to the area? What developments are getting built? How many houses does the local authority need on their local plan? How many rental properties are sitting empty? How many rental properties are on the market? How many people are looking for properties? How many people are looking for rooms in the area? All this sort of stuff. You should be doing as much due diligence on a specific area as possible. Now, you can still phone agents because there are agents are still working. You can still phone them. So a lot of them are working from home, and I'm sure, listen, they're going to be busy working, but I'm sure they would more than happy spend 5-10 minutes talking to you about an area if it's going to get them business in the future. How can you do this? So how can you do it? How can you start doing your DD? Firstly, pick an area. Doesn't matter where it is. Wherever you're choosing to work, pick an area. And then speak to some agents, call some agents, estate agents, letting agents, speak to them, see what they advise, what streets work, what streets don't work, what areas of the town are just a no-go area, what's the average rental price in the area, what's the ceiling price, what will it never get, and what's the lowest price it will get, what type of tenants, what are the tenants, how the tenants pay, are they DSS, are they private, are they working class, are they working professionals, what type of tenants are you looking at, things like that, do you know what I mean? So you can do a lot of due diligence on the areas from home. And another way you could do it is jump on the likes of Spare Room and try and find some actual vendors, some actual landlords that are advertising their rooms, and perhaps ring them up and ask if they wouldn't mind just sharing a little bit of their knowledge with you. Now, I'm not saying every landlord's going to. Some landlords just point blank will not share that knowledge with you because they see you as competition. But do you know what? I do this, and I have a friendly conversation with other landlords in areas, and most of them are very helpful and they're very open to a conversation. But it's about how you position yourself. I wouldn't ring them up saying, oh, can I just ask you a load of advice? I would ring them up and speak to them, have a conversation with them, and just see where that leads. Do you get me? I'm sure you do. Also, speak to the local authorities. A lot of local authorities have a very skeleton staff at the minute. They're not fully staffed. So the local authority might not be operational at the minute. But I know, for instance, some local authorities still have the housing officers are still working, but they're not as accessible as they normally are. So it's definitely worth a call. Maybe you can do that call when we come out of lockdown and everyone's back to full staff. Also, you need to understand the local area, the local map of the area, what streets work, what streets don't work, where Article 4 is, where it's not. Also look at the local plan. Every council issues a local plan, and this is basically a plan of what's happening in the area over the next I think it's 15 years, and it's regarding development. So it tells you how many houses need to be developed in that area to keep up with the guidelines that have been set by the main government for that area. So it's really interesting, really interesting. Number 3, start looking for suitable deals in that area. So once you've chosen an area and you've done extensive due diligence in that area, start looking for property deals that match your criteria, your budget, in that area, in the areas of that area that you know work because you've done your DD. Start looking for these deals, speak to agents, ask for video tours. Now, I'm not saying buy anything at the minute, I'm just saying be prepared, because you're not the only person in this situation. Everyone else is in the same situation as you. Nobody can really do any viewings at the minute. Now, I know that some estate agents are doing contactless viewing, so if the property is empty, they have a key box outside, you can still go and view the property. They give you access to the key box, you let yourself in, you then lock up and then leave, so you can still do a viewing. Whether that's an essential travel or not is entirely for your decision. But I know many investors that are still doing viewings at the minute. I know one investor that's been pulled over twice by the police, and he said, look, I have to work to make money. This is my job, and he proved that this is what he does, and they were like, fine, no problem. So I'm not saying yes or no, I'm just saying you got to do what you got to do within the confines of the laws and the rules, okay? But you can still do viewings. So ask the agent if they've got a video tour of the property. Like most of them do. And you can certainly do a lot of due diligence just from that video tour. Now, I'm not saying I would buy it off the back of a video tour, I'm just saying you can do a lot of your DD prior to viewing it from that video tour. So speak to the agents, get the video tours. You can also give that video tour to your builder and ask them to give you a rough estimation of what it would cost to renovate. Obviously they're going to want to see it in person, but they can still give you an estimation, do you know what I mean? If you can get vendor direct viewings, now is the time to do it, because they are going to be open for offers. Honestly, This time is going to be great for below market value deals and lease option agreements. But the best place to get them is going to be via sites such as Gumtree and things like that. But if you can get vendor direct, you've got a much higher chance of getting a lease option agreement or a below market value offer, because they're going to be kind of desperate to sell at the minute. So I'm not saying take advantage of them, don't take advantage, just make it fair for both parties, so it's a win-win, as we always say. Yeah, so what are we doing? Make sure you find the deals, build yourself a spreadsheet of where these deals are, whatever DD you've done on them, so that as soon as we come out of lockdown, you can book your viewings and you can get in there as quick as possible. But be prepared. So use this opportunity to have your due diligence on the areas done, as much due diligence on the properties done as possible until you obviously view them. But then as soon as lockdown's done, you should be like a greyhound out of trap one. You should be straight to your area, see as many properties as you possibly can view in one day. That's my challenge to you. We've done area, we've done properties. Next, you should be at this point making sure all your marketing, your branding, your website, your social media, everything is current and up to date with what you're doing, because you want to make yourself visible to the wider public. If you're looking to find investors to buy deals off you, if you're looking to find investors to help you JV and give you a loan to buy the properties for, if you're looking for JV partners, if you're looking for development partners, that all comes from what I call it know, like and trust. People have to know you, like you and trust you. And to do that, you're going to have a social presence, a presence on social media, and that needs to be current and it needs to be updated. Don't just set a Facebook page up and never post on it. That's the worst thing you can do. If you're going to do it, set it up, keep up to date, and put videos on there, put content on there, and keep up to date with people on a regular basis. And at this time, I would actually be focused on building your investors list. Now you can do that quite easily in this lockdown situation. You can be doing what I'm doing, a YouTube video. You can be doing videos for social media. You can be doing videos of you walking around a property, videoing the property, saying, look, this is the sort of thing I'm looking for. You could have an advertising campaign on sort of Facebook ads. I know somebody recently who just done this, Samuel just done this. He spent £158 and he managed to build an investors list of, I think it was 230 investors, of which he then sold a deal to for £3,500. So the return on investment, £200 in for costs for Facebook, made £3,500. It's like phenomenal return on investment, yeah? So if you've got a website set up and you can direct people to that, Facebook ads is a great way to do it. And finally, it's not all work. You have to enjoy yourself. Enjoy time with your family, enjoy rest time, have a nap. If you're tired, have a nap. But focus as much as possible on work as well. So don't just be napping all the time, don't just be chilling all the time. Honestly, this is going to come to an end. Life will go back to normal, okay? I know some people don't believe that, but believe me, it will go back to normal, okay? Might take 3 weeks, might take 6 weeks, might take 6 months, but we will get there. And when we do, I want you guys to be as prepared as possible for what's going to come. I want you to be prepared as possible so your business can thrive when we start making money again. Now, the reality is, this is not like 2008. 2008, we were in this situation where, okay, we weren't in lockdown, but we were in recession. The problem in 2008 was there was a lack of cash, there was a lack of money. There's no lack of money at the minute. There's plenty of money out there, okay? The banks are lending again. The problem we've got is we can't leave the house. That's the problem we've got. So once we can leave the house, your business should all be set up. Everything should be right, so you can just go out, hit the ground running, and be an amazing business person, amazing property investor or property entrepreneur. Guys, I hope that's been useful. Please, please, please hit subscribe, hit the notification bell, and you will get notifications every time I upload a video. Tune in next week. We're going to be talking more about business and property. Thank you guys. Peace out. Much love. See you next time.